Hey, what is up, guys? Bluntguts here. This is a Watch Your Realms video. Thanks so much for tuning into my channel. I do appreciate it. I am fresh off of vacation. I am cool, calm, relaxed, loving life. I got about 2 days before I go back to work, and then I'm going to be just a ball of stress. It's going to be rough going back to work, but I'm feeling good right now, and I'm hopefully going to be able to carry that over into these attacks that I'm going to get going right here. We are towards the end of the day here. We got about 8 hours left in this match. We are down by not quite 20%, a little less than that. I think it's 20.6 or 19.6%, I think is what it is. I mean, not exactly the spot that you want to be in, but also not the worst spot in the world. If you think about each tower successful attack being worth about 0.5%, we need about 40 wins out of these last 94, which should theoretically be doable. We're gonna have to kind of buckle down. Now, granted, they still do have 29 attacks as well, so see how that goes. But without further ado, let's get into these attacks. All right, guys. First match of the night, we are going against Evil Planet YouTube, somebody who had some successful attacks against my defense, so I'm going to see if I can't get him back here. What I am going to do is wait till 10 cost. We're going to drop in one Pharaoh Guard, wait until 10 cost again, drop in another Pharaoh Guard, 10 cost again. Notice the theme here. We are going up to drop a Shaman on the backmost tile, wait until 10 costs after that point, and then drop in double Necros, followed again by a Shaman at 3 costs. Then we're going to wait until 10 costs. We're going to drop in double Dogs. Hopefully that is going to get us through. We've got some spiders in there in case that doesn't quite get it done and we want to toss some more at it. We're going to see how this one goes, really. It depends on how quickly the Morrigan and the Anora are able to chew through my summons. That's really the thing that we need to keep an eye out for. If I am struggling, there's always the chance that I may end up dropping in one set of spiders followed by double Dogs. That's going to depend on Anora's rage probably more than anything else. But without further ado, let's get in there. Let's see if we can't get this done. A little rusty on the PC. I haven't been on here in about 2 weeks. So not 2 weeks, I guess. Really more like a week and a half. Drop in our first Pharaoh Guard on the backmost tile. And we'll drop in our second one, again on the backmost tile. Once we get to 10, there we go. Get back up to 10, we'll drop in some heals for them. Does not seem like the first one has taken all that much damage, which is a great sign. I do love to see that. We'll slow it down when we're in the 9s to get ready to drop in our double Necros here. Yeah, they're not taking any damage, period. I probably could have waited to drop the Shaman, honestly, but, be all right. Keep those summons alive. We get up to 3 again. Drop in second Shaman. Let's click up there. There we go. Second one is in. Then we're just waiting for 10 cost, and I will drop in. We want to wait. See, Nora is getting ready right here to do. She's about to get her next ultimate off, and a bunch of these summons are likely going to die at this point. We don't want to deploy our dogs or... Yeah, you see that damage going out. It's scary. We don't want to deploy dogs into the Anora ultimate because they will get taken down by that. So that would not be great. What I think I will do because of timing, well, let's see, how much time does she have left on that? 6 seconds? 4 seconds now? I think we're probably good. We might drop them on the back tile just to give them a little bit more breathing room. See if we can't get them in. It looks like we've got a number of them. Her ultimate is down, and they are storming in, and that's a win. Well, pat on my back for myself. I am going to do this one more time. Again, limited options, and every win counts at this point. So sure wins I am going to go double on. So I will be back for the next attack. All right, guys. Next one up, we're going to do another swarm attack here. Surprise, surprise. So we are going to wait till 10 cost, and then I'm going to drop in one of the Fools on the backmost tile. They're going to path forward. When they get about 1 tile north of the turn, when they turn right for this initial vertical lane here, I am going to drop in a Pharaoh Guard on the frontmost tile. He's going to path forward. He's going to freeze the Fool in place right there as the Fool starts to shield him. And we're going to wait till 10 cost again, drop in a second Pharaoh Guard on the back tile, wait until 10 cost again, drop in a Shaman on the backmost tile. Wait till 10 cost again. Drop in double Necros. And they're going to path forward. We're going to drop in another Shaman at 3 cost after that. Then we're going to wait until 10 cost. Keeping an eye on the Marri ultimate. We need to keep an eye on her rage regen. Make sure that she is not going to be... she is not going to be able to freeze the dogs when we do deploy them, but we're going to drop in double dogs on the frontmost tile as soon as we're going to be clear to do that, and hopefully that's going to be enough to get by. I think that the big thing here really is Valderon more than anything. I'm expecting Praetus to do crazy amount of damage, but if this is an A3 plus Valderon, which I don't anticipate based on the BP, but it is possible, this is an A3 plus Valderon, I think that this could just fall apart, but I don't know. So let's get in there. Let's see if we can't make it happen. All right, so I'm going to put on 2 times speed and queue up our Fool here. Drop him right there, and we'll queue up our Ferroguard after that. We'll wait until the Fool gets about 1 tile north, right about there. And this should freeze him right there. And hopefully we get some solid heals on, well, shields, I should say, not heals, on our Ferroguard there. We can keep him alive for a little while. That is a lot of damage. I can say that is way more damage than what I was seeing before. So that is going to be a big problem for us at the end of the day. I think that this is going to be probably a loss here. That is almost certainly an A3 plus Valderon. But we'll have to wait and see. Click up here. We'll drop in our Necros. You never know. Sometimes the swarm can overcome something like that, but not really super hopeful based on what I've seen so far. So drop in our Shaman here. A little late on that one, unfortunately, but we'll have to wait and see what happens here. We got to get double dogs out at some point here, but it's not looking great, and Valderon's about to pop off again, which is also not good for us. And you can see our swarm is dead already. We've got frozen Necros up there, and yeah, it's just not looking good for us. I think that Valderon is likely going to take out everybody else that is still alive here. We can drop in double dogs, but there's just not enough units up there for that to be an effective strategy in this case, and Valderon, yeah, is going to pop everything. So, yeah, I'm guessing A3 plus Valderon based on the damage. We'll take a look after this is mercifully over. But I am expecting a high damage Valderon. Most of the damage in this comp should be coming out of him because he's the only one really doing true AoE damage, even though Praetus does drop in that true damage as well. So, we'll mercifully let this timer run out, and we will see exactly what was going on with that. So, yeah. Not fun. Not fun at all. Let's take a look here. Valderon? Yeah, Valderon's only doing like 2.5 times as much damage as Praetus. So 32 million damage. That is an A3 or higher Valderon. Pass that info on to my guildmates. I will probably not be doing this one again, but, we'll give it another, maybe try some other strategies and see if I can't find something that works, and then maybe I give it another go. But in any case, I will be back for the next one. All right, guys, next one up. We're going to try to take on this central keep team right here. These teams have always been, in my opinion, just an enormous pain in the ass. There's a lot of variation as far as rage regen and things like that. You really need to be able to time things to get through, and until you can go in there, you actually see it. It's hard to really know what is and is not going to work. So what I've done here is I've got a team set up where what we're going to do is drop in at 10 cost one of the Ferroguards on the rearmost tile. We're going to wait till 10 cost again, drop in a Fool on the rearmost tile. He's going to path forward at about 9 cost, which is when the Fool will be in the bottom right-hand corner. I am going to drop in a second Ferroguard. He's going to path on forward. When we get up to 10 cost, I'll drop in double Necros. And then at 3 cost, I will drop in a Shaman on the frontmost tile. And then we're just waiting for 10 cost, and we're going to drop in double dogs. We need to time this appropriately. The hope is that we can squeeze them in before, like in between Marri ultimates. That's the idea here. But we need to be able to squeeze them in also in between Anora and Ymiret ultimates. And that's why this is such a logistical nightmare, is because you need to worry about all 3 of the, I guess, the 2 damage dealing ultimates and the CC ultimate from Marri. So it's kind of, is it going to work? I don't know. It worked on the test. Let's let's see if it does work on this one as well. Let's get in there. Okay, so as soon as this starts, we're just going to wait until 10 costs, and then I will start dropping in units. First one, of course, being this Farraguard on the rearmost tile right in front of the spawn point. Waiting for 10 costs again. I'm just going to queue up my Fool up here so I can be timely with it. Wait until 10 cost and drop in the Fool here. And then we're going to drop in our Farraguard on the frontmost tile when we get up to about 9 costs, which is the point where I know where if I don't drop them soon after we hit 9 costs, the Fool will not get frozen kind of down in this bottom corner. So that is why I'm very intentional about 9 costs. Can't wait any longer. Otherwise, he will continue to path forward. I mean, theoretically, he could have just shielded the one that's over there, but I want to freeze him and keep him out of the range of this AoE for as long as possible. At 10 costs now, double Necros over here. All looks good so far. These Necros are going to put enough units in there to trigger the Ymiret ultimate, which, oh, we didn't even need that, apparently. That's interesting. I don't know if, is he facing down or something? Which way are you facing, Ymiret? Well, we need to put in a shaman here anyway. But, no, he's facing to the right. Interesting, 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 interesting. So it looks like the Marri here has a little bit more rage regen than what I was practicing against, which is not great. We are going to have to go, but, well, timing-wise, this is okay, actually. I think if we deploy dogs here, I don't think they're going to get clipped, but I could be wrong about that. That Marri Circle of Death just does hang out forever, and they got frozen, and they're about to get destroyed by the Ymiret and the Anora ultimates. This is exactly what I was talking about. When there is as much rage regen as there is going on in this match right now, it just, I shouldn't say rage regen, just rage regen that you need to track, I guess. The different ultimates are going off. They're also deadly. The Ymiret is deadly. The Marri one freezes everybody. That is deadly as well. And then, of course, you've got Anora, who is just ridiculous in this game mode. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to go take a look at the tape, see if I can't figure out a hole to kind of get through on this one. But yeah, that did not work out, unfortunately. I'll be back for the next one. All right, I need a little break from the swarm. I think maybe you do too after those last 2 matches. So we're going to switch it up here. I am going to be copying my guildmate Mistake's attack against this beastly nightmare team that we've got going on right here. We've got Volka action, Torodor. We've got Hatssut. We've got Ajax. And, of course, Carnelian, my favorite hero. I do love her. I just hate going against her. So we are going to do this with a little bit of splash damage action here. So what Mistake did, he waited until 10 costs. He dropped in an Uncommon Destroyer on the backmost tile right below the spawn point. He's going to path forward. He's going to trigger ultimates. Not really going to do all that much beyond that. Wait until 10 costs again. Drop in another Uncommon Destroyer on the backmost tile. He's going to path on forward, and this time he is going to get some shots in on Torodor and on Volka. We're going to follow up with double bookkeepers on the frontmost tile. They're going to path forward. They're going to help hopefully take out Volka at the very least, but it would be nice if they took out Torodor as well. I did see there were 2 attacks that Mistake did. One where Torodor went down, one where he didn't. So depending on whether or not Torodor goes down, we're going to have to figure out what our next move is after that. If Torodor goes down, then really it's just about dropping in one of the Fallen Templars and then following up with double dogs as the Fallen Templar takes the main hits from Ajax and from Hatssut. However, if not, then what we're going to do is going to drop in 2 Fallen Templars, one after the other at 10 costs, followed by, depending on time, of course, 1 to 2 sets, I should say, of the Skeletal Guardians, followed up by double dogs at the end to get in. That is the plan. Let's see if we can't make it work. All right, so you're just going to wait for 10 cost. I will get my first Uncommon Destroyer queued up over here. There we go. There's the first one. And we're just waiting for 10 cost again. I think the reason being, instead of deploying right at 7, is that we don't want him to take any spillover hits from the ultimates. And we want to be able to get the bookkeepers out as soon after this guy is deployed as possible. Remember, he moves like just ungodly slow. So the bookkeepers will catch up to a certain degree because they are able to move quite a bit faster than he can. So once we get close here, I'm just going to click on up to 10. And drop the bookkeepers in on the front tile because we want them to get there as soon as possible so we can have as much uptime with both the Uncommon Destroyer and the bookkeepers as possible. We're just going to see who goes down here. Hopefully it is going to be both of them. That would be great. There goes Torodor once. Can we get him again before Carnelian does her thing? I think at 10 cost we will either way just drop in this this Fallen Templar here. It doesn't really matter whether or not Torodor goes down. That is the next thing that we need to do regardless. So it looks like Torodor is not going to go down, so we'll drop in a second one at 10 cost. Got a minute left. We're just going to keep deploying these at 10 cost because we don't want to run out of time and not be able to deploy double dogs at the end. But I think we're going to have time to do both based on what I'm seeing here. So let's see what we can't make happen. Oh, it's tight. Oh, it's tight. Making me nervous. Let's see if we can't get these guys in before the timer runs out. Oh, it's a race. It's a race against time here. Go on, dogs. Go on. Get in. Get in. We only got one in. God damn. Should have only done one. Should have only done one set of the Skeletal Guardians. Well, is what it is. I think I will try that again and see if we can't be just a little bit more, I guess, timely. I'm going to watch the replay. I'll be back in a second. We're going to do this one again. Not how I wanted that to go, but what I did see at the end was that my Skeletal Guardians, the first set that I deployed, actually died before the dogs got there. So there was really no need for me to deploy two sets. And so this time we're going to do the exact same thing. Be nice if Torodor wanted to cooperate and go down, but even if he doesn't, we'll just deploy one set of Skeletal Guardians, then follow up with double dogs, and I think we will have a different result more than likely. So let's get in there. Let's see if we can't get this done. All right, so waiting for 10 cost. Drop in our Uncommon Destroyer here. First one. You're my number one. Let's drop in the second one at 10 cost here. Here we go. I was going to wait until 10 cost again. Drop in our double bookkeepers. Bookkeepers. Go, clicking up here. Let's drop in one and then two on the front tile. Let's see if we can't get a little lucky. Get an easier win with Torodor going down. That would be great. But either way, we're gonna have to drop in an uncommon, a Fallen Templar at 10 cost on the backmost tile over here. You see, we've got again the Volka went down. We're gonna get the same result here. It looks like with Torodor still up, so we didn't get lucky here, unfortunately. But I will drop in a second Uncommon Destroyer in a second here. There we go. 10 cost will drop in one set of the Skeletal Guardians. I'm going to do it on the frontmost tile so they don't outpace the dogs. There we go. There they go. And the other thing, we just need to trigger the ultimates here. So we need Hatssut's ultimate to be out before we drop in our... Oof, you can see all that damage that they're taking. Hatssut, use your ultimate, please. Use it, Hatssut. Okay. I think we should be good to deploy the double dogs. If they could just get there before these guys die, we should be okay. Yeah, you see a bunch of them are going in. That's a win. Hey. Short supply today, but I'm glad I got the win there. I will be back for the next one. All right, guys. This is hopefully going to be the last one. If I get a win here, I will hit it again, and that will be all she wrote. But if not, then hey, you guys get a bonus fight. So what we're going to do here is I am going to wait until 10 costs. I'm going to drop a Fool on the rear tile. Fool's going to go forward. He's literally there just to bait. He's going to trigger the ultimates on Ymiret and Anora, which is going to help our Maw survive a little bit longer once he is deployed. Once we get back up to 10 costs, I am going to drop in a Shaman and a Fool on the back tile. The Fool is going to start shielding the Shaman right around the time when they make this first turn, and it's going to freeze the Fool in place long enough for me to get Maw out, and basically the Fool is going to switch from shielding the Shaman to shielding Maw. Should help keep Maw alive. We're going to wait until we get to about 6 cost or so, then drop in a Shaman on the back tile. He's going to path forward, again, just with an eye towards keeping Maw alive as long as possible, and then we are going to wait until we get up to 10 costs. I'm going to drop in a whatchamacallit, a axe slaughterer. I don't use them all that much anymore. It feels like, so I forget their names. Axe slaughterer on the back tile. Wait until we get back up to 6 cost. Drop another axe slaughterer on the front tile. They're going to go forward. And some combination of Maw and them is hopefully going to take down Brokkir, at which point this defense will really open up. We should be able to deploy double dogs after that in order to get by. So that is the plan. With any luck, Maw will take out either Anora or Ymiret, or Ymiret would be great. So let's see if we can't get this to work. Let's get in there. All right, so I'm just going to put it on 2x speed. When we hit 10, I'll drop in our Fool here. And then I'll slow it down when we get close to 10 so we can do the double drop of the Shaman and the second Fool. Go. I'm just going to click up to 10 here. Drop in Shaman on the back tile, followed by a Fool on the back tile. They will start to path forward. And then we're just waiting until we get up to 9 costs here. You can see the Shaman is going to start shielding there. He'll move forward and shield one more time. And that's going to give us enough time to get the Maw out there before the Fool gets too much distance and does not shield him. So we get 9 cost there, drop Maw on the front tile. You can see the Fool stops there. And now we've got that kind of that distance that we normally try to achieve with Maw, where the Fool is just kind of sitting there and shielding him over and over again, as opposed to kind of walking into the line of fire, so to speak. So we just dropped our Shaman. We'll see how our Maw does. We need to trigger that unyielding before we can drop in any of the axe slaughterers. We'll do that at 10 here. There we go. You can see the unyielding is going on Brokkir right now. Drop in our second set of axe slaughterers here. See, the Anora ultimate is gone, but we are a little bit worried about... Looks like Ymiret went down around the right time. Just need this Brokkir to die, please. There he goes. If we can get Maw to do his little AoE thing and take out Anora, that's perfect. We can drop in double dogs now, and that should be a win, ladies and gentlemen. That was a hard-fought fight. I had to work on that one for a little while, but I was able to get it down. I do love that. I am going to run this one more time, and that will be it for the attacks for today. Well, there you have it, guys. 5 and 3 on the day. Not too shabby going against an Overlord guild when most of the defenses that you'd actually want to attack have been taken out at this point. So I'm not going to complain about that. I feel like I hate this season just with a burning passion. It's really, really made it so I don't like GvG. I feel like this whole season has kind of devolved into like swarms and the combination of Ymiret and Anora and Morrigan and Cyrus and all the it just, I don't know, it's turned into an AoE fest, and I really don't like it. I really don't like it. I feel like the heroes have kind of outpaced, at least at the upper end, the heroes have kind of outpaced demon soldiers. I think they need to be tankier. Not necessarily the tanks. I don't think like the Fallen Templar and the Farraguard need to be tankier, but I do think that like the Axe Slaughterers and the Shaman and the dogs, like all these things, they just die like that. And if somebody can just basically cycle ultimates, it makes it just a nightmare to attack. It's not fun. I mean, it really just isn't fun. So I do hope that the new maps do address that to a certain degree. I hope that there's some buffs that go out to demon soldiers as well, or potentially maybe some like GvG specific nerfs. Can they apply like an aura debuff to some of these heroes in these game modes? Can we ban some of the heroes? Can we vote on that? Can it be like a community thing? I just love to not be attacking the same defenses and have to use the same strategies over and over again. I know I did deviate from that a little bit in some of these later attacks, but I'd say like 75% of my attacks this season have been swarm attacks. And that is just, it's not fun to do. It's not fun to watch. So do hope they make some changes, but I am happy to be back. I was on vacation last week. I do appreciate you all tuning in. Hopefully this was entertaining for you. I know it's been about a week and a half or 2 weeks maybe since I posted my last attacks video, but I am back. I'm looking forward. We got Gladiators Gauntlet coming up after in a week. I'm hopeful that we are going to be in the top 32. We will be able to participate in that. If we could pull out a win here, that would certainly improve our chances. So I wouldn't mind snagging one here. But, you know, I because of the way that Overlord has kind of worked out this year, or not this year, this season, I'm kind of the opinion that losing this one, we need to win 2 out of the next 3. Whether that's the next 2 that we have, or it's this one plus one of the next 2. I don't know that it really matters all that much, but you know, it is. In any case, I'm rambling here. I do appreciate you all tuning in. If you did make it to the end, please know that you are my favorite. I appreciate you. Please do like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. I will catch you all next time.